Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. Today we have the Battle of the Creations. So we're going to have a little head-to-head of both of these cars. So from BM Creations here we have the 1980s Toyota Hilux. A very cool looking truck complete with some accessory pack to modify your vehicle. And then from Mattel Creations, part of their Elite 64 range, we have the modshop. Here we have the 1994 Land Rover Discovery, again complete with multiple modifying accessories. But which die-cast manufacturer is going to pull this off better? Let's find out. So, time to put them head to head. So, straight away, let's start with packaging. Why not? BM Creations give you this cool little window to see into your car. So you could actually keep these in the box. While it's a cheaper style box with a plasticky see-through compartment bit, it's still probably ahead of the Elite 64 because you can display your truck or car in the box. As for the details on the back, this has all your sort of multiple configurations and guides. As for the BM Creations, well, they got their social sorted out. So yeah, we've been through BM Creations once before and it was a bit hit and miss. It was a pretty cool car. Don't get me wrong, the die-cast and the details is absolutely brilliant. And they're a newer die-cast brand on the scene. But yeah, I was missing a part. I had two duplicates of the rear. I think I had duplicates of the front bumper, but not one for the rear, which kind of let it down. But that was for a Nissan Silvia, I do believe. So that's quite cool. They do modified versions of regular cars, sports cars and trucks as well. Now the Elite 64 range. Now as for the Elite 64 range, while Mattel Creations has been making die-cast, well, Hot Wheels cars for a very long time, the Mod Shop is a new range, and this is the second release from the Mod Shop. So yeah, so far all we've had from Mattel's Mod Shop is 4x4s or big trucks. So they seem to be taking the approach of just making these accessories. Like basically most of it is just stuff that attaches to a roof rack. Feel like it's kind of cheating, but this car here does seem to come with replaceable wheels, which is a nice new feature. We didn't get that on the last model. So there we are, bit of an intro. Let's open these both up and get into it. Let's see if BM Creations can redeem themselves. Hopefully no more side skirts that don't stay on without glue. And let's see how cool this car is from the mod shop. Pretty impressed with the Elite 64 mod shop so far. Let's start off with the BM Creations, shall we? Let's just make a nice score mark and rip open this packaging. So with the BM Creations, it all slides out. I didn't say it slides out easily, but you get like a cardboard sleeve, and then you can slide the car out, and the car is packaged nicely in this little plastic holder. So there's the box, which has that kind of plastic screen on it. It's not solid acrylic or anything, but it has got the extra support by this. And oh, all the parts are stored in the back. That's pretty cool. The last car I had from them, they just had it in a little bag in the side, so that's a nice little change. So there's the wheels. We got some wheels, looks like a side step. I might be wrong. And a load of oh, we've got a load of little tiny Hilux logos and tiny little lights. Oh wow! So with the BM Creations on, we've got I thought they were lights. They're not. They are tools. We've got an axe, a pickaxe, a shovel, and a mallet. Wow! They are very tiny. They are very tiny. There's a wheel for scale. I'm not sure that's the best thing to use for scale, but there we are. They are very tiny. Wow. Oh, and then there's another layer as well. multiple layers. And then a third layer. Okay, some more parts have come out there. So we get the truck and some more fittings in there. So it looks like we've got some different bumpers. So we've got a different front grille as well. We've got another front grille there, different bumpers. Then we have like a front bull bar with a winch. Pretty neat. Then let's focus down on the truck. So, how does the truck look out of the box? Well, first of all, holy shit. It's got flipping working leaf springs. Holy hell. Well, that kind of blew me away a bit. It's got flipping leaf springs. Oh my god, look at that. Full suspension. I'm assuming, I was just trying to study it a bit. I'm assuming they're not meant to lock into place there and they can move. I don't know how strong that will be. This probably ain't the sort of model you're driving around or down tracks, but neither is the Mattel creation. Neither is the Hot Wheels one, so, you know. Yeah, proper working springs, so you get a bit of suspension. How cool. Maybe they're not made for the suspension, but that is so cool. You've got the rear diff there as well. The exhaust literally spans from the front to the rear. Front diff, transmission. Wow. The detail there is unreal. How cool is that? Toyota Yamaha. Awesome detail on the wheels as well. BM Creations written on the tyre with the 4x4. Nice retro looking stripes. Pretty cool with the black on yellow and those orangey stripes. There's the front details. Lens lights all looking awesome. Windscreen wipers as well. Got some gubbins on the top with a spare wheel. And a sort of half rear cage. Then we get the rear details. Oh, look at that. Rear bumper looking awesome. Rear tailgate. Lens rear lights. The tailgate opened as well. I noticed that when I was fiddling around. That's really cool. Oh man, all in all, the detail on this thing is insane. Door mirrors as well. Just absolutely awesome. Completely thrown away by the details on the base there. That is a really cool truck. And, well, we get quite a few bits and pieces to modify. And I'll be honest, I have no idea where the tools go. I assume they just go in the back. I assume you just load the back up with tools. A bit like that. Like that's demonstrating. What comes off? Should we try and have the front grille off? Not sure how. This stuff always feels very, very fragile. I almost don't want to touch it. I love it as it is. I don't want to touch it. Let's tip out all these. Should we just change the spare wheel on the roof? Should we just do that? I feel more confident changing that one. There we go. And they're proper rubber tyres as well, separate from the rims, or the alloys, should I say. Although I suppose the ones they give you a bit more of a steel wheel. There you go, I've changed the spare wheel. I'm too scared to change this. Hang on a minute. I don't want to put on the door mirror to open these. It's got opening doors. It's got opening doors as well. I haven't even... Oh, and it's right-hand drive too. Nice. I haven't even got into the parts. The actual car itself is just so well detailed. Like even the dashboard, it isn't all just one colour. Even the interior details are brilliant. That is really, really cool. So far, it's going well for BM Creations, and I don't think we're missing any pieces. So we got... Oh, so that's obviously possibly a front bumper. So does the front bumper come off too then? Oh, okay, the winch kit goes on to the original bumper. Is there any difference in those two bumpers, or is it just a spare piece? Oh, there's actually no difference in them, so perhaps that's a spare piece. Or is it slightly thinner? I can't tell if that's a spare piece or slightly thinner, but I don't know about that. Then we got the lights, which again, very, very minimal difference. Oh no, there's a bit of difference to the lights. They're very hard to get out. The Hilux pieces, I'm not sure. Is that to change the license plate bit, or do they fit somewhere else? Does the rear bumper come off? Does that change? Because I don't know what does what. I'm scared to touch anything. So if that's the original, or is that a rear bumper piece? Oh, I don't know. There's no real instructions for this either, so perhaps there's a... Let's see what the box says actually. 4 pieces, wheels included. Well, actually, they've given you 5 for the spare as well. Snorkel, 1 set bumper, 1 grille piece, 3 suitcases. Well, yeah, 3. I think I've got 3 suitcases. 4 small tools, suspension adjustment. Ooh. Door can be open. Glue may necessary. You can tell it's I'm pretty sure they're Chinese, this company. You're getting a bit of the Chinglish here. Glue may necessary, straight to the point. So fair enough, they have admitted that you might need glue. So you sort of got to mod it to what you want when you want. You've got all these tools on the top, and that they come off as well if you want to change them about. I'm not sure where the Hilux pieces go. Or this metal piece. I assume it's part of the rear bumper. Right, we've removed the lights. It's now eyeless. So that's quite straightforward. I'm assuming the bumper will do the same. We could just delete everything, shall we? Just bumper delete. Feels weird having to use a screwdriver, but they're very well held. There we go. Complete front end delete. I mean, it has got... So this is impossible with these gloves because the end, my fingers are too short. I have to wear XL gloves, but my fingers are too short for them. No, that's got to be a rear bumper. So how do we get the rear bumper off? Prise forward. Oh, the spare wheel just fell off. I don't know how well the spare wheels are going to hold, because they just kind of screw on or push on to these pieces, and obviously that just fell off in my hand. It's got to. Oh, that didn't sound very good. Maybe we won't do that. Something. At least something definitely went crunch. Right, we'll stop faffing with that. The front bumpers are definitely changing. It does say bumper kit, so maybe it just means the front. Oops. Oh. Right, the side skirts do come off, but they got this kind of sticky, goopy stuff in. So I'm going to push that back in and not take them off, because I don't want to change those. And that's the kind of place where you sort of need the glue on these, or some sort of sticky stuff. They have this kind of weird gel, sticky gel, that you kind of pull it out. I need to know where they get that from, because then you could actually reuse it and change it. Does the luggage actually clip in the top here? It has like a piece, but no, not really. Maybe that's what they say you need the glue for, so you can actually glue the luggage on in place. I mean, you could just throw it in the back of the truck. I mean, if I had a truck, that's what I'd do. I'd probably lose all my stuff though. Chuck it in the back, mate. Yeah, chuck her in the truck, mate. Chuck her in the ute. Yeah, spare wheel and all. Off we go. Let's have a little look of what the other wheels look like. I don't know if you're meant to unscrew these as such, or whether you pull them or what. Do let me know if you know. Let's have both of the wheels this side so we can have a look what they look like. There we go, back to a more standard type wheel. To be fair, the orange ones do look pretty cool. If you want to go a bit more standard look, they are pretty neat too. Let's have the front back on, shall we? It's looking a bit incomplete at the front. Let's have the front back on. Cool, the front bumper fits in very well. Front bump, oh. I don't think I did that quite right. There we go. Front winch kit, making the front stand, well, very big. Let me get the little tools which we can break off of this. Which, to be fair, do look pretty cool in the back there, if you're going to have it sitting in the back. For a diorama, which I reckon that's what these are made for a diorama, that would look pretty cool. The front bumper has just fallen off. I don't like that winch bumper anyway. Yeah, for a diorama, especially if you've got some characters that can hold these, and you're going to sort of glue it all in place anyway, this would be very good. I wonder if that's what these have been made for. They're not for the hobbyist to tinker with as such, or play around with. They're kind of, you make it how you want and then fit it into your diorama and stick it in place. And to be fair, these magnetic or so, what is going, they're sticking. What? Okay, no, they're falling out, but they're almost sticking when I throw them in there. Look. They defy the laws of physics, but not gravity. That's really weird. But yeah, you get that and your stuff and your snorkel. I'm not sure what on earth the snorkel actually attaches to. I'm assuming you'll have to glue the snorkel in place, because there doesn't seem to be anywhere to attach that normally. So they're right in saying glue may necessary. The suspension, it says adjustable. I feel like the adjustable suspension just is bend it to where you want it, and then perhaps glue it in place. Perhaps that's the idea with these plastic bits. Perhaps you put it in place and then glue it where you need it. I'm not sure. Not sure on the idea of that. So there it is. I think we'll stop there with that. Mainly because I don't want to break something, and these are quite intricate little things. You can already tell the downsides to this model. Firstly, there's no real instructions, so it's very, very hard to tell what you're actually doing. I'm sure most of you can figure it out, but I'm not going to say I'm the smartest of human beings in the world, but I'd like to believe I could figure this out. But a detailed description of what's meant to come off and what not, even if it's written in like Chinglish, would be quite good, because it looks like the rear bumper should come off, but it doesn't seem to. I'm glad they've admitted it needs glue. It obviously needs glue in places. I mean, I keep knocking these off, but like I say, I'm actually thinking this might be a model more towards the making of dioramas rather than a model you would tinker around with and play, which I do believe most of these vehicles are. For a diorama, if you're going to make this up once and glue it all together, brilliant. For someone like me who would like to change it every now and then, maybe not so much. As for this truck, it comes with a decent level of pieces. The changeable wheels are pretty good, although I can't say I'm sure how well they're going to last because, well, like the spare wheel on top now just barely holds in place anymore. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know if they just push fit or whether you're meant to screw them or what, but it's just a little bit of threaded plastic. It's not going to last. The side skirts keep falling off and that's starting to bug me a little bit. Yeah, there's a few downsides, but the overall level of detail and, yeah, just the scale of it all is absolutely astounding. And let's face it, this is an absolutely awesome looking pickup. It's a shame I don't think you can remove the roof lot, which it shows on that picture there. It looks pretty cool there actually, all sleek, but yeah, it's pretty good, and to be honest, definitely worth what I paid for it. And yeah, I like it. Overall, I like it. It's just, I do believe it's a little bit of work needs to go into it, and yeah. But an incredibly good option for what is a incredibly detailed car, and worth it in my opinion. But yeah, definitely more for people that don't mind gluing things together. But let's clear up all these little bits and pieces and take a look at Mattel's version. Let me just haul it all away. Bumper, yeah, all the little tools, oh yeah. Why are they so sticky? Why are they sticky tools? What have they been doing with these tools? Yeah, load her up. If it's on, it's gone. Let's get cracking with Mattel's version. So let's open the box up. Same style box and everything to the last Elite 64 mod shop. So no new surprises yet. Let's hoik it out. First of all, a step up from the BM Creations, you get an instruction booklet, and obviously being American, it's in understandable language for us. Although to be honest, there's actually it's all pictures. There is nothing here in words, so anyone should be able to get it. But that's the little extra detail I do quite like. It shows you what comes off, how to put things together. It's all pretty plain and simple. I would like it if BM Creations just had something like this in there. But again, straight from the start, the majority of the pieces of this do just clip into the roof racks. Yeah, and there's no diorama type things. You don't get any tools or anything with this one. It's all stuff that goes onto the vehicle, which, is good and bad. It could be seen as a positive or a negative depending on what you want out of your die cast. So we get another layer here. In fact, this one's got multiple layers as well. Look at that. Wow, this one comes with a lot of little bits. Oh my god, there's me saying it doesn't come with tools, and it bloody does. Snorkel, an axe, a shovel. Yeah, they like proving me wrong. Yeah, and these ones actually have the little tabs to click them onto the car as well to hold them in place. Oh, that's quite cool. So I'm quite curious to see how Mattel have done the wheel replacement here. So let's first of all get out. Oh wow, that's heavy. Nice weighty car as always. Yeah, the BM Creations is quite a... Well, it's not that light. Oh, I forgot it's got stuff in the boot. I forgot I've got stuff in the truck bed. It's not light by any means, but obviously it doesn't have the metal base because of all the extra little details, whereas this one has a full metal base. Don't get me wrong. Plenty of detail there. But, for comparison, side by side, I guess there's a bit more casted detail on this one, but then obviously this one has the more 3D and open parts to it. But yeah, very nice car. Love the wheels actually. Very, very nice. We got lensed front and rear lights as well. Mattel have started to do that, I've noticed lately. They've been putting a bit more lens lights in things. and I am all for it because it looks really, really good. Details on the bumper, Land Rover badge, spare wheel, the ladder, dual roof, sunroof action. Yeah, it is all pretty cool, and you still see quite a lot of these over here in the UK rolling around. The old disco ones, I think. Pretty awesome. And again, there's some really good interior detail. Seats separate. Nice beige interior and dashboard. Separate steering wheel. It's all pretty cool. And look at the little roof. Look at the little roof bars as well. That is pretty nice. The wheel on the back's already was spinning. There we go. That comes out and reveals a hole. Let's bung its hole up. There we go. Well, that is a pretty cool car. I should probably load the camera because I'm struggling to hold it up in shot, but there we are. What have we got? Let's just make a mess, shall we? I'm good at that. There we go. I've made a good mess. So, what are they doing with the wheels on this one? Do you have to unscrew it? They actually give you a decent looking spare of the original wheel, although... Oh, there we go. They give you a decent spare of the original wheel, though it obviously doesn't go onto the back quite the same. The gold one, or the other one appears to. That goes on there like that. So how do they do the wheels then? Are they a screw? Are they the same method? Oh, they just push fit. Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Simple as that. Ah. Well, these could easily be lost, but, you know, it's not a child's toy. It's for big children like me. They just... Oh, it's as simple as that. That's all they've done. They just push fit. Actually, I think that's worked slightly better than the BM Creations one, even though it's got the little extra bits to hold it in. That just seems to work better. There we go. We can rock it with the old yellow steelies. Pretty neat. Front bumper wise, does it? Yep, that comes off. Pretty standard across both brands. Just little pin, like little tabs. Don't know how well these would last. I can't put that on there with that. Oh. That must go into a modified front bumper. Oh yes, modified front bumper. But that doesn't fit. Oh, could be that one. Oh, it's got some lights on it. Oh, there we go. Modified front bumper, and then it has the little pins on that for another little upgrade. It's almost like one of them has been copying the other, because that's the exact same pin style as the with the little pin, 2 pins and a tab as the BM Creations there. This still doesn't fit. I'm confused. This is pushing out as well. Look. It's not sitting in there quite as nice as it could. It's a bit of a shame. It's a bit of glue to hold it in, doesn't it? We'll have to use glue on both of these. Well, I'm a bit stumped for the front grille. I'm probably missing something. Definitely doesn't fit on that. That's when it actually goes on the original bumper. And I've been stupid this whole time. There you go. It goes on the original front bumper. So there we go. Nice little round bar with some spotlights on it. I was being a bit stupid. Although, in fairness, it doesn't actually say. So, yeah. Comes with loads of roof rack type pieces. With many holes to put things in. Oh, so you remove the original roof bars as well. Nice. You remove the original roof bars to put... Oh my god, that is tight in there, and that is very flimsy. I don't want to break that. There we go. Sometimes the amount of force you've got to exert on getting these out is very worrying. But yeah, you remove them. So no open left holes. No holes left open. They're all filled. And then you can put on your roof rack. Oh yeah, transformed. Make sure it's sitting down nicely. That looks pretty awesome. I'm not actually sure what this piece is for. Oh, it comes with 2 roof racks. Nice. So you've got roof rack 1. I'm not giving you a very good view of this. It's very hard to film these. Roof rack 1 with the spotlights. And then you get roof rack 2. Which is a little bit more solid. But you get 2 different variations of roof rack, and I'm assuming they've all got their relative bits and pieces. That's a thing. Does that go in that one? Yeah, that fits in that one better. We get some tent or luggage box, which we've had that sort of thing before with the last one. So that can slot in up there. I assume that's like a roof tent inspired thing. We've got another blank plate thing. Is that just for this one? Oh yeah, so we can fill up this one with whatever that is. There's something. We got some skid plates, I do believe, or things you put in to drive on if it's really muddy, I think. We've got the little tools, which I do believe these actually can. Oh man, these are very small. Brief interlude while I fiddle. It's fallen back out. Right, it appears the skid plate things, these attached to the... It seems to be the roof bars do different things or hold different stuff. Or roof racks, should I say. So this one can hold these. And then things like the axe can apparently go in the back. Oh, I see. It's got like a little ledge as well. So you get... It's so tiny. You squeeze that in there. And it has a little holder. There you go. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is that another axe there? Got a little hatchet. I'm not sure. So it looks like the other tools. There's a tiny little hatchet. It's so tiny. Tiny little hatchet has like 2 little pins. That one. These are the tools that go on this side. And again, it looks like it has different places for the different tools. So if we put the shovel, that's slightly longer, so I assume the shovel will go up there. Oh, we're getting it. There we go. Try and get the axe up in there as well. Nice. I'm not sure why they've bothered to detail the shovel but not the axes. They're both just red plastic, but they've bothered with the shovel. Not sure what that is, but that does look pretty cool. Actually, the little tools up there as well. Do people even do that? Is that just like, is that more of an American thing? I don't think I've ever seen people put tools on the roof racks like that, because over here they'll just get nicked. They'll just get stolen. It's the same reason we don't drive pickups around. Like, people will just take stuff out the back of your bed while you're stopped in traffic somewhere. People over here, we have a lot of scumbags over here. Although vans aren't completely safe, I know that firsthand because they nicked all that mine. They'll break in and take what they please. But yeah, even on the sheet there, they are just red, so I guess they were too small, just couldn't be bothered. And then we've got, on the back, we've got this whole rear bumper configuration. Oh, I suppose we should do it. We've had this one similar to this before, but this one seems to be a little bit different. So let's change the rear bumper out for the one it wants. I think it's that. And then we've got this, which sits... Oh, I've got it the wrong way around, that's why. It goes in there. How do you get it to slot into the bumper at the same time? There we go. I was doing it the right way the first time. So we get this little sort of rack system. It can hold the wheel on there. So you get a slightly different attachment for this wheel. Oh, does it not hold the wheel? It says it holds the wheel. That's really interesting. Yeah, it says it holds the wheel. What am I doing wrong? Has it got like a specific wheel that fits? Oh, no, it generally has a specific wheel that fits. Okay, it's me. That was for that wheel. It has that one with a different hole, and that attaches there. Okay, it was my fault. I apologise. Let's get the little fuel tanky thing. Piece it together. One moment. That then clips into there like that. Nice. It's got a snorkel. Now the snorkels usually fit on the door mirrors. Which one is it? Thanks to the instructions, we can tell it's this one. So I know I'm not going to break it ripping this door mirror out. In fact, it even shows here having two different snorkel options. Oh, it does. We have two different snorkel options as well. There we go. I've pulled it out. Let me get snorkel option. So then we have snorkel option number 1. Just a short little stack out there with the door mirror on that. And then we have big berther. A much bigger snorkel. Goes a bit further down the bonnet. Or down the wing there. But yeah. That is nice. That works fine. And again, thanks to the instructions, I'm not ripping off the wrong door mirror. What is this? We've got some sort of plate, I think that goes on here. Maybe. Like a side awning kit. I suppose we're getting the camper version and the off-road version. So we've got like a tent box on top of this one and an awning kit. Whereas this version has like your skid plates and, you know, all the gubbins on the top. That goes on there. I can't be bothered, to be quite honest with you. It's too fiddly. And then we get these two little red plates, which again are like skid plate things. I don't know. I don't know what they are. If you know what they are, do be sure to let me know. But they just look like some bit of metal you'd drive on if you're stuck. But I don't know. I'm not a hardcore off-roader. And all I do know is these gloves are getting right on my right on my titties. Just grabbing glove all the time. They go together and then they can go up in there. They can go up in there. They can go... You know it's complicated when you're getting the screwdriver off. You just need to push it down flat. There you go. They go in there to complete that last bit of that roof rack. How cool is that? So I'm going to finish that there. You get the picture, and I'm sure you've seen enough. There it is, all modified with two different sets of wheels, because, I don't know, he had a puncher and only had that wheel. I don't know. All in all, though, that is pretty awesome. And to be fair, yeah, you can't complain too much. The bits are incredibly difficult to work with at times, but they're all 1/64 scale, so they will be. As for the wheels, they seem to be more simple, yet work better than the BM Creations. I haven't had them falling off yet, even on the back. All the fittings work very well. Yeah, I mean, as for the cons, yeah, there's a bit less, there's no adjustable suspension. it's a bit more basic. Most of the pieces do just fit on top on the roof rack. The changeable wheels are definitely a very nice touch, and the bumpers are too. The bumpers work pretty well, although this one isn't quite sitting. Oh, it seems to be sitting better now actually, so there we are. The bumpers do work a lot better, and they do sit in pretty well. But actually, yeah, the BM Creations ones do sit in there quite well, but things like the side skirts on them aren't very good, but that's possibly why Mattel haven't bothered on their versions. But I think reality is you can't go too far wrong. The BM Creations is a little bit cheaper than Mattel, but not by a lot. And yeah, the fittings on Mattel are a little bit better. I do feel there's a few more mods that just go on the roof, whereas BM Creations have tried to make things that go on the bumpers and the skirts and all sorts, and they have made little features that can be used in dioramas, like the tools. The tools on this are specifically designed to sit in the car, whereas the tools on that don't. So again, it depends what you're in the market for, or it depends what you're actually looking for in one of these diecast cars. I'd rather the tools stick on the car, so I slightly prefer them sitting on there. Whereas I could see people with dioramas, or if they just want the tool to lie on the car somewhere, like it's been doing work somewhere or whatever, that would be more your sort of thing, rather than the ones that have to sit on the car themselves. But all in all, I think either car, you can't go too wrong. Just be aware the BM Creations, you might need to use some glue. Although it wouldn't hurt on some of the RLC ones to use some glue either. So yeah, two pretty awesome cars with some pretty cool mods. And no, I didn't pair them together because they were both yellow and black. Okay, I lied, I did. But they were the two that happened to come up for sale at similar sort of times. I obviously got that through Redline Club, and then this I got through Modelmatic. I've been meaning to put these head to head for a very long time. Final verdicts. I don't know. I can't. Both are very good. I would say more RLC because the BM Creations has a little bit of problems, and I'm not sure on the gluing, but the car itself and that suspension detail and the tools being their own little thing, not something that has these little tabs, is quite nice. Yeah. My final verdict is, it's actually personal preference really. Whatever car you prefer and how you want to display it and how you want to use it. That is my final verdict. So basically this whole head-to-head was pointless. But, we get to look at two pretty cool cars, and they're going to look very cool on display whenever I build the display. And as a little side thing for the BM Creations car specifically, I didn't have any problems with the parts this time. I wasn't missing any or had duplicates of some, so perhaps they're a bit better with their quality control, or perhaps I just had a one-off that was bad. No complaints there with the parts that come with that car. So there we are. But there we have it. I do hope you have enjoyed watching and have got something out of this. Hopefully you know which car you want to go and get, if not just both. I mean, usually both is better, isn't it? But I have been yabbering on about these cars, and I'm running out of camera battery. An hour this has taken me to record. An hour. Editing me is going to be very upset. He has to sit through an hour's worth. Ugh. Yeah. The joys of video making. But I hope you've enjoyed. I really do. Drop a like and comment which one of these two is your favourite. Which one do you think takes victory in this video? As always, best of luck in your pick hunts, your RC purchases, and wherever you get your diecast from. Hope you find what you're looking for. Cheers for watching. I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time.